Cascade Hoopstock, Billy D. Well, we have our second entrant into the Fab Four on Monday night. The Grace Lancers have just defeated a very game Evangel Valor, 83-76 in the final. Boy, it was a really good game. You know, at the first media timeout, uh, Grace was up 11-7. You could tell early it was going to be physical. There was five fouls in the first 5 minutes. Uh, Neither team was shooting well. It evened up at the 10-minute mark in the first half. The teams were combined at that point, 2 for 12 from three. It was a 2-point game at the 5-minute mark. Grace was still 1 for 10 from three, and 37-34. Grace was up at half. In the second half, it continued to be close at the 15-minute mark, 43-42. Grace at that point was still 1 for 15 from three. They also had 11 turnovers, but they were winning the boards at that 15-minute mark of the second half, 29-17. Just after the 15-minute timeout, Malone hit a three, and then it was quickly followed by a lob. And then it was 48-42, started to get just a little bit of separation for the Lancers. And then after he went to a free throw line, then a missed free throw. Ian Scott got the ball in a scramble. He scored. They go down, they get another turnover or stop. Ian Scott gets down the court and scores again on a fast break. And just like that, with 14 minutes to go, it's 52-42. That's really where the separation started. At the 10-minute mark, in the next 5 minutes, Evangel had come to life and at the 3-point line. It was 57-52. Grace was still at that point 2 for 18 from three. And about the 5-minute mark, I would say Grace really turned up the defensive intensity. They started hitting a couple of big threes. It was 71-72 at that 5-minute mark as the game drew down. Boy, it was really physical, started to get chippy, but you know, these are two really proud class programs, just a bunch of guys playing, for their basketball lives, trying to get to that Fab Four on Monday night. Grace held on. They won the game. Evangel hit a three at the end, made it 83-76. You got to give all the credit in the world to Bert Capel and the Evangel Valor. What is it? Two weeks ago, people were arguing whether they should even be in the tournament. They came here to the final 8. They took Grace right down to the wire, gave them everything they could handle. Congratulations to Bert Capel and the Valor. Great job for them this season. But for Coach Scott Moore and the Grace Lancers, they move on. They're in that Fab Four Monday night, and they're going to play Freed Hardeman 5 p.m. Central, of course, on Monday. 5 p.m. Central on Monday. Let's take a quick look at the stats for the Grace Lancers. Jake Wadding, he played really well today. He ended up with 14 points, 8 rebounds. Also, Jacob Gibbs, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Ian Scott, the Energizer Bunny, he came in and boy, he lived up to his name. 16.7 rebounds. Cade Gibbs, he was hampered by foul trouble today. 10 points, 3 rebounds, and Jacob Gibbs, 13 points, 5 rebounds. Let's take a quick look at Evangel. For Evangel, Carson Cavalier, he played a great game. He had 18 points. Also, Garrett Duvall, he had a good tournament here in Kansas City. He had 16 points and 6 rebounds today. Josh Pritchett, his basketball career probably, and at least his NAIA basketball career ended today with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. One more time, congratulations to Coach Capel and the Evangel Valor on an amazing season. Grace moves on, and they'll be in our Fab Four on Monday. So right now, right out in front of me is Indiana Wesleyan. They're getting ready to take on Langston. They're going to fill the other side of the bracket for the semifinal for Monday night, and we'll report to you at the end of that game. Billy D, don't forget to get on YouTube and watch these games. Billy D, Cascade Hoops Talk. We'll see you after this game.